All right, yes, thank you very, very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much. We are going to check a host of stories. Okay, yes, the West Ham coach David Moyes has been speaking about Mohamed Kudus, the Ghanaian international who has joined their team. In fact, from now onwards is when Mohamed Kudus is going to play his football for West Ham United. So we are going to see what the West Ham United coach David Moyes has been saying about Kudus. In fact, he has said that Kudus is going to score a lot of goals. In fact, he's going to get double digits for West Ham United. And also we'll look at Dede Ayew, the Black Stars captain, is set to join a new team. And the news coming in is that he's joining a team in Turkey. We already mentioned to you that some clubs in Turkey, some clubs in the MLS, as well as some Saudi Arabian clubs are interested in him. The news is that Dede Ayew is already in Turkey, set to join a new team. We are going to talk to you about the team, and will there be any twist to that particular one? We are going to talk about that and discuss everything in this video. Also, some Black Stars players are back from injuries. Yes, during the game versus Central African Republic. In fact, during this particular international transfer window, some of the players were injured. They are back from injury. We are going to talk to you about that. Do also subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much. Now let's start from Black Stars players coming back from injury. Joseph Pinto is a KRC Genk player. In fact, he came to Ghana to join his fellow Black Stars players so that they can actually play the game versus Central African Republic. But then after some 1 or 2 training sessions, it was seen that he cannot play the game, and so he should be left to travel to Belgium and continue his recovery. The news is that he's currently fit and maybe able to play for KRC Genk in that particular game versus Union. Union in the league. So that's the news. It's very surprising that he's just fit, but at once. But that is the news according to GhanaSoccerNet.com. So that is what they are saying. And yes, Joseph Pinto is no more injured or has recovered. Also, Kamaldeen Sulemana has also recovered from his injury. In fact, for him, he was not called up at all because he was injured and trying to recover from injury. So he was not called up at all. The news is that he's currently recovering from injury and will join Southampton team as they continue to battle it out in the championship, in the English championship over there. So we hope that Kamaldeen Sulemana continues to stay in form and then do very well for Southampton. If he will move, in fact, right now he will not move. The transfer window is closed, so he will not move to anywhere. He will play in Southampton. Yeah, now let's talk about Dede Ayew. Dede Ayew is the Ghana Black Stars captain who was allowed to move from the club. In fact, his contract with Nottingham Forest expired at the end of the season, and so he was released from the club. They didn't extend his contract for him, and so he was a free agent. Dede Ayew, the Black Stars captain, is a free agent and has been looking to sign for a new club in a very long time. Of course, clubs from Turkey, clubs from MLS, as well as Saudi Arabia were interested in him. We also heard that an English Premier League club, Sheffield United, also wants to sign Dede Ayew. But the news is that Dede Ayew, the captain of the Black Stars, is already in Turkey to sign with his with this particular club, Faith Karagümrük. That is the club. They are 13th on the league log with 14 points. With 4 points. 13th with 4 points. Not so of a top team in Turkey, but then they are. That's the news that Faith Karagumruk is set to sign Andre Dede Ayew, but the twist to the news is that Andre Dede Ayew can actually not sign for them and sign for another club in Turkey. The news is that another club in Turkey also wants to sign Andre Dede Ayew. So if the conversations or if the interactions with Faith Karagumruk does not go well, then he will move to another club and sign for them. Andre Dede Ayew has played in Turkey before for Fenerbahce for some 38 games. He scored 5 goals for them. So any of the clubs he will play in Turkey, we are very sure that he is going to score some goals and also do his very best for that particular team. Don't forget that we have some Ghanaian players in Turkey already. Alexander Jiku for Fenerbahce in Turkey, and then Daniel Amate for Besiktas in Turkey. Yes, 2 Ghanaian players that we know. Also, in fact, 2 Black Stars players that are also in Turkey. So if Andre Dede Ayew completes his move to Turkey, then he is going to join Faith Karagumruk in Turkey and then continue his football over there. We'll continue to monitor and how the things go, all right, how the transfer go. We are going to bring it to you. Any updates, any news on the transfer, we are going to bring it to you on this particular channel. Now, David Moyes is the coach of West Ham United, and they've signed Kudus Mohammed long ago. It's not right now, but then long ago. And then today he was talking about West Ham United versus Manchester City. You know that in a weekend, over the weekend, in fact tomorrow, West Ham United will be playing versus Manchester City in a very cagey encounter. West Ham United will hope to stop the run of Man City. Man City have won 4 games in a row and they've not drawn or lost a game. Pep Guardiola will be back from injury, from his back surgery for Manchester City. Whilst David Moyes was speaking about this particular game, he talked about our Ghanaian international sensational player Mohamed Kudus. The first off, he said that Mohamed Kudus is likely to add goals to the West Ham United setup. He says that, look, for them last season they didn't score a lot of goals and they want to add a lot of goals to their setup, and that's the reason why they got Mohamed Kudus from Ajax for £38 million. And so for him, he has no doubt that Mohamed Kudus will do very well or will perform very well for West Ham United and will add a lot of goals. In fact, the headline says that Mohamed Kudus is targeted to score double figures for West Ham, so he will score more than 10 goals or 10 goals or more for West Ham United, according to what the coach of West Ham, David Moyes, had to say. You know that a lot of people also raised questions about why Mohamed Kudus will join West Ham United, because West Ham is a defending team. In fact, the people says that look, the coach of West Ham, David Moyes, is a defensive manager and Kudus Mohammed is an attacking player, so it will not be so good for him to join West Ham. Now, the manager of West Ham actually talked about that. He says that they want to change the face of West Ham. They don't want West Ham to be a defensive team again, and that's the reason why last season they signed Lucas Paqueta, and then this season too they've signed Mohamed Kudus to join their fold. These 2 players are attacking minded players, and that's the reason why they signed them to join them, so that they will change the face of the team and make the team more attacking minded and not just defensive minded. And I'm sure those of you who had doubts about the Mohamed Kudus move to West Ham United, today you are getting your reply over there. The coach signed Kudus Mohammed because he wants Kudus and the likes of Lucas Paqueta to help the team and himself, so that the coach, all right, to help the coach to change the face of West Ham, so that they will not be a defensive team anymore, but then an attacking team. So Kudus Mohammed has been training with West Ham United, and he will be available for selection for the game versus Manchester City. Tomorrow is when the game will be coming on. We wish Kudus Mohammed all the best, even if he gets few minutes. We pray that he will exhibit why he was bought for £38 million from Ajax FC. Thank you very, very much for staying with us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Please do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much. Definitely, I'll see you in the next update. Bye bye.